Hello, and welcome back to the 10 Minutes Daily Cafe Chat. I'm Emily, and it is Tuesday, January 27th.
And I'm Lisa. Good morning, everyone. Emily, it feels like the year is already flying by, doesn't it?
It really does, but the world keeps turning, and we have some very important stories to cover today.
We definitely do. What is on our menu for this morning?
First, we will talk about the new tipping rules for food delivery apps in New York City that officially started yesterday.
Oh, that is a big one. I need to know how that affects my late-night taco orders. My budget depends on it.
Then we have an incredible update on Netflix's Skyscraper Live. Alex Honnold actually did it. He successfully climbed Taipei 101.
I saw the clips. I mean, my heart was in my throat the whole time, even just watching it on my phone.
Fair enough. And finally, for all the tech lovers, you can now try the new Samsung Galaxy Z TriFold in select stores.
A trifold?
That sounds like the future. I want to see if it makes my current phone look like a fossil. We will see. But before we dive in, let's start with our keyword quiz. Today's word is upfront. Upfront, like being in the front row of a concert? Not quite, Lisa. Think about it in terms of honesty and financial transactions. I will give you the answer at the end.
I'll be waiting. Now, what's our first story?
Let's start with our first story. If you order food in New York City using DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Grubhub, you will notice a major change at checkout.
Is it another hidden fee? Please tell me it is not more expensive to get my taco fix.
Actually, it's a structural change. A federal judge ruled that these apps must now ask customers for a tip, well, up front before they check out.
Wait, up front? Is that like the concert thing we talked about?
Exactly. In this case, it means at the beginning of the transaction, rather than after the food arrives.
I have mixed feelings about that. As a customer, I usually like to wait and see if my fries are still hot before I decide on a big tip.
That's a fair point, and that's exactly what the apps argued, that customers are more generous when they're happy with the service.
Right, but I also get the other side. If I were the delivery driver, I'd want to know if a trip is worth my time before I start my bike in the freezing rain.
Precisely. From the worker's perspective, it's about predictability. They shouldn't have to gamble on whether a customer will feel like tipping after they've already done the work.
That's true. They're the ones out there in the elements. They deserve to know their earnings, what was the word? Up front.
You got it! And the rule also requires apps to suggest a minimum tip of 10% right on the checkout screen.
10%? Well, it's a fair starting point, I guess. It's better than no tip at all, though it definitely adds to the bill when my budget is tight.
It does, but the city's goal is transparency. No more hidden costs or drivers getting stiffed.
I see. So it's about being direct with the money from the very start. I can appreciate that, as long as it actually helps the people bringing me my tacos.
It definitely should. By making the tip up front, the city hopes to stabilize the income for these gig workers who often deal with a lot of uncertainty.
That's true. I imagine it's hard to plan your life when your paycheck depends on whether someone is feeling generous after their burger.
Exactly. Plus, the apps now have to be more upfront with the drivers about how much they will earn for a specific trip before they accept it.
So it's a win for the drivers then, transparency for everyone.
That's the goal, though some customers might feel pressured to tip high even if they aren't sure about the service yet.
That I can definitely feel. Sometimes it's like the screen is judging me while the cashier is right there.
Exactly. It can be quite stressful to make that decision in a split second, especially when you're just hungry and waiting for your food.
Exactly. I find myself overthinking it every time. My brain just freezes up at the checkout screen.
I think many people feel that way, but it's all part of the shift towards more transparency in our daily transactions.
True, I just need to get used to it. Anyway, what's next on our list?
That's the spirit. Now, moving on to our second story.
He actually made it to the top? I heard it was delayed at first because of the rain in Taiwan.
Exactly. It was pushed back about 24 hours to Sunday, but once he started, he scaled the entire 508-meter Taipei 101 in just 1 hour and 31 minutes.
1 hour and 31 minutes to climb one of the world's tallest buildings with no ropes? I can't even finish a movie in that time.
It's unbelievable. Do you know the previous record? Alain Robert, the famous Spider-Man, took 4 hours to climb it, and he used gear.
4 hours, and Honnold did it in 91 minutes with his bare hands? That is genuinely sick, as he would say.
Actually, that's exactly what he said. When he reached the summit, his first word was simply sick.
Classic Honnold. I saw a clip where he was literally face-to-face with fans through a window. Was that at the top?
No, that was at the 89th floor. Imagine being a tourist looking out at the foggy view, and suddenly there's Alex Honnold clinging to the glass right in front of you. I would have dropped my camera. Even Taiwan's vice president said on social media that she felt sick just watching it. Most people did. The building's design, which looks like sections of bamboo, provided those horizontal metal beams he used to pull himself up.
He is just on another level. I'm just glad he's back on the ground and safe.
Same here. It was a historic moment for urban climbing and definitely a win for Netflix's live programming.
Absolutely. It makes me feel a bit lazy for complaining about the short walk to this cafe.
Don't feel bad, Lisa. What he does is superhuman. He mentioned that the hardest part wasn't the height, but the heat reflecting off the glass.
Heat? In January? Oh, I guess the sun in Taiwan can still be pretty strong even in winter.
Exactly. Plus, the wind at that altitude can be unpredictable. He had to stay completely focused for every single movement.
I can't imagine that kind of pressure. One mistake and that's it. It's a literal life or death situation for 90 minutes straight.
It is, but he thrives on that focus. It's almost like a form of meditation for him, just at a very high altitude.
I wonder how his wife feels about all this. I saw her at the summit in one of the clips, looking so relieved.
She's actually very supportive, though understandably nervous. She's a climber too, so she understands the passion behind it.
I guess that's the only way a relationship like that works. You have to understand why someone needs to be one with a giant piece of glass. Finally, our third topic today is for the gadget lovers out there. Samsung's newest innovation is finally hitting the stores. Oh, is this the one that folds 3 times? The Z TriFold?
Exactly. Starting January 23rd, Samsung began demoing the device in select experience stores across the U.S.
I've seen pictures online, but it looks so thick. Does it actually feel like a phone?
That is what people are trying to find out. It's currently available to touch and try in New York, California, Texas, and Minnesota.
Minnesota?
That's a random one.
Oh wait, the Mall of America?
You guessed it, that is one of the primary locations. They want people to see the durability for themselves.
I'm still skeptical. I mean, my current phone has 1 hinge and I worry about it. 3 hinges sounds like 3 times the trouble.
That is a common concern. But the appeal is turning a standard-sized phone into a full 10-inch tablet.
Okay, that does sound cool. I could watch my Netflix Skyscraper climb on a giant screen while I'm on the train.
Exactly. It's about maximizing screen real estate without needing to carry a separate tablet.
But can I actually buy one yet? Or is it just for a look but don't touch?
You can touch, but you can't buy yet. The full launch isn't expected until early 2026.
Typical tech tease. They show us the shiny toy and then make us wait a year.
It's all about building hype. Samsung wants to lead the TriFold race before other competitors catch up.
I wonder if it fits in a normal pocket. Or do I need to buy TriFold compatible pants?
Haha, people who have tried it say it is surprisingly slim when folded, but definitely heavier than a standard phone.
I'd probably drop it on my face while reading in bed.
That would hurt. Well, if you are near one of those stores, you should go check it out. It's not every day we see a fundamental change in phone design.
Maybe I will. I want to see if I can figure out how to fold it back without breaking anything.
So that covers our stories for this Tuesday. We talked about the new upfront tipping rules in NYC.
Don't forget to tip. It's way easier now.
The historic successful climb of Taipei 101 on Netflix.
My palms are still sweaty just thinking about it.
And the futuristic Galaxy Z TriFold demos.
The gadget that does more folds than my laundry.
Exactly. But on a serious note, it could really change how we work. Imagine having a desktop-sized screen that fits in your pocket.
It would be great for multitasking. I could have my email open on one side and my calendar on the other without squinting.
That's the idea. Samsung is betting that people are willing to carry a bit of extra weight for that kind of productivity.
Well, if it means I can finally stop carrying my laptop to every coffee shop, I might be interested.
We'll have to see if the price tag is as big as the screen when it finally launches.
Oh, good point. I'll start saving my 10% tips now just in case.
Smart move. And we'll have to see how Apple and Google respond. Usually, once Samsung makes a big move, the others aren't far behind.
A try iPhone? Now that would be a sight to see.
I might need a bigger purse for that one, though. You might. The competition is definitely heating up for our pockets.
Well, I'll definitely keep an eye on it. It's exciting to see where technology is headed.
It really is. Now, let's answer our keyword quiz. The word was upfront.
And I think I nailed it this time.
You did. Upfront means being honest and direct, but it also means paying in advance or at the start.
Like the new tipping rule. You are being upfront with your money, and the app is being upfront with the costs.
Exactly. It's a great word for both business and personal relationships.
I'll try to be more upfront with my roommates about whose turn it is to do the dishes.
Good luck with that. Thank you all for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
See you tomorrow. Stay warm and stay curious.
Bye, everyone.